I'm Chris McNichols, and this is my computer science data collection project. Today, we are learning about crowdsourcing data. It is so incredibly fun. Crowdsourcing data is when you get data from random people. Isn't that cool?
Yeah!
Let's do this!
Oh no, please.
Gosh, videos are so much more fun when you don't plan them at all. Alright, anyways, so I'm gonna be getting my friend, and we're gonna be going on the street, and we're going to be personally collecting data from citizens. We're probably gonna go to, like, I don't know, a grocery store. There's people there. I don't know. So, we'll go there, we'll start asking some people some questions. We're gonna collect the data, and we're gonna crowdsource it. Alright, well, after not much thinking, because in the end, it doesn't really matter what I question people on, I have decided, to question people on musicals, because I like musicals. So I went and asked my mom for just a few things. First, I asked if they've watched a musical, which obviously I know she has, because I've watched musicals with her. Then I asked her to name a few musicals off the top of her head, and then I asked her favorite musical. This is the data I have right here. So I did person, I don't know, that's just, it's an ID, because all of the data lists in code.org have IDs, so I figured might as well give it an ID. Then their gender, and then an estimation of their age. This isn't an estimation, because I know her age. And then their favorite musical, and then the musicals they listed. She named 5. I don't know if that's more or less than most people will know, but this is how I'm going to set up my data. And now it is time to go question people on the streets. Alright, have you seen any musicals before?
No.
Alright, now this is after the fact, Chris here, and you can probably tell that that first interview didn't go as planned. But what you can't really tell is that, while we were talking to that person, behind us was an employee of Target, and they were looking at us, and they didn't look like they wanted us to record in the store. And also, I just feel like in Target, all of these people, they were like shopping or talking on their phone, and I just really didn't want to disturb a lot of them. So we decided to leave Target and go somewhere where people are just walking around, right? So it would be less weird. So we drove to the town center, and that's where the rest of our questioning will continue. Alright, have you watched any musicals?
No.
Never in your life?
Does High School Musical count?
Sure.
That counts.
So that's your favorite musical that you've watched? I'm assuming it's the only one.
My favorite? Yeah, I guess so, right. This is the only one?
Alright, well thank you for your time.
Yep.
Sorry, but have you ever seen a musical?
Yes.
What's your favorite?
Oh, wow. Chicago.
It's a good one.
And then
How many can you name, just off the top of your head?
Oh goodness. West Side Story, Chicago, Rent, In the Heights, of course, Oklahoma. Oh goodness. I'm drawing a blank. I can see people can't think of the titles of musicals. I don't know. You should ask my daughters when they come around the corner. They can name probably 50.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Have you ever seen a musical before?
No, not recently.
have you ever seen a musical?
Yes.
What's your favorite musical?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Alright, and how many can you name off the top of your head?
Like on the spot.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm peas. Are we counting animes or actual like animations? So even like Disney,
Yeah.
would you consider that, or like if you like talking like Fiddler on the Roof, Moulin Rouge, or those types?
Anything that's like
I could do 10 maybe,
Alright.
but I probably would know more.
Alright.
You want me to try to name them?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's go. Fiddler on the Roof, Wicket. Let me see here. Moulin Rouge. We're gonna go with Rent.
Okay.
Oh man, now I'm blanking. else was that? I went and saw The Little Mermaid with my kid. I went and saw I saw Beauty and the Beast again with the kid. I'm thinking Disney. I'm sorry, it's Disney centric right now.
That's
It's
fine.
not usually that. Let me think what else we have. Oh my gosh. Oh, Oklahoma.
All right.
Man, I don't like it. That's about it now.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. very
No
much.
worries, no worries.
Thank you
sorry.
for your
Yeah,
time.
yeah, no worries, sorry.
Have either of y'all ever seen any musicals?
Yes.
Can you name a few?
Cinderella, Hamilton, Six the musical. What other musical? Not the Lion King, but the Wizard of Oz. Oh, Wizard of yeah.
And The Lion King is a musical.
Yeah, true that. And yeah, I can't really. Oh, High School Musical. Oh, duh. And Teen Beach. Yeah, Teen Beach movie. Yeah.
And which one would you say is your favorite?
I say Cinderella. Cinderella was my favorite. I like The Wizard of Oz.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So have you watched a musical before, right?
I have.
And can you name as many as you can off the top of your head?
Mr. Balls, Hairspray, Grease, Hair, Mr. Tall Bear, that's I think I like.
And which would you say is your favorite?
My favorite, I would say maybe Grease because I've seen so many times. So.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Musicals before?
Of course.
Can you name a few
Lots
off the
of
top
them.
of your head?
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, musicals were a lot more popular than they are today.
Yeah.
So when I was, in high school, we had lots of them, like Oklahoma, Sound of Music, and that stuff. Then seems like to me that there was several years that there really weren't any musicals. We loved Hello Dolly back when I was in high school. And yeah, I like musical shows, but they're different now than they used to be.
And can you just name a few more off the top of your head?
I can't think of any right now.
All right. And what would be your favorite, you'd say?
I like one called Mamma Mia. I think that was the name of it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Can you name a few off the top of your head?
Grease. Wizard of Oz. Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
And which would you say is your favorite?
Wizard of Oz.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Have you seen any musicals before?
I have.
And off the top of your head, can you just name as many as possible?
I haven't seen that many, but The Lion King,
Okay.
one of them. Any other ones? I think that's the only one I can remember.
Okay. And would you say that's your favorite then?
Yes, it was very nice. I enjoyed it.
It is. Have you seen any musicals before?
Yes.
And off the top of your head, can you just name as many as possible?
Oh, shoot. West Side Story, Rent, Burlesque, Finding Neverland, The Lion King, Cats, Chicago, Fiddler on the Tin Roof.
It's just Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, Fiddler on the Roof. Yep, that one. I think that's the other day I talked
All
about.
right. Thank you. And which would you say is your favorite?
Rent.
It's a good. All right. Have you seen any musicals before?
Yeah.
And can you name a few off the top of your head?
Chicago, Sound of Music. Yeah, that's about it.
And which would you say is your favorite?
Probably Sound of Music, to be honest.
Really? It's a long one.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Good.
All right. You've seen a musical before, right?
Yes.
And how many off the top of your head can you name?
One. I don't even know if it's legit, but High School Musical.
So you would say that's your favorite?
Sure.
Thank you for your time. All right, I'm now home and I've collected all of my data. First, we have this part. This is all of the people. I named them 1 through 15. Then I have all of the musicals they were able to name, and I put all their favorites. I estimated their ages. I probably did a very bad job, because I'm not very good at that, to be honest. And then, I have just some other information. And, that's all my data. It is crowdsourced. And I can tell you, I don't know, the most well-known musicals are Oklahoma and Chicago, which probably isn't very accurate, but, I mean, I'm sure Chicago's up there, but I don't know about Oklahoma. Anyways, that concludes my data collection, and now I will talk about crowdsourced data. Well, now that we've done everything else and we've had so much fun collecting all that data, now it's time to get to talk. So, I mean, I don't really have to tell you what is crowdsourced data, because now you know. We're going to talk about the benefits and cons of it, though. Now, the benefit of it is, well, first, that was fun. Second of all, I would never have guessed that Oklahoma was the most well-known musical, which is odd, but there are cons as well, obviously. First of all, that took a long time. Now, generally, if you're doing crowdsourced data, it'll be like an online survey, and it won't take us that much time, but walking around getting 15 people, it took at least an hour and a half. Which isn't very efficient considering how little data we actually got from that. We didn't even get a most popular because not a single person answered the same thing multiple times. So, time consumption was the first problem there. Second of all, if you're doing it online, like most people do, it can be difficult to get, not only the data in the first place, right? Because just how are you going to advertise it to get people to sign up to give their data? But it can also be difficult to get good data. Now, we did it in person, so obviously people aren't going to, like, make a joke in front of our face, right? But, like, if you're doing an online survey, people can obviously take it not very seriously and say their favorite musical is, like, I don't know, just something random and stupid. And then you'd have to go and filter through all that data. Another con is bias, and that was a huge thing in the thing we just did. Now, obviously, I would never say that Oklahoma is the most popular musical, because it obviously isn't, but because of where we did it, when we did it, and who we asked. We didn't ask everybody, right? I mean, there were a lot of people that we were afraid to walk up to, and then there are a lot of other people who just say no, right? And most of those were, like, middle-aged white women, so we didn't get a lot of their opinions. So, and also, we're in the suburbs in, like, a small city, and that was a town center. Obviously, there's a lot of factors in it. Something that's popular here probably won't be, popular over in Washington. Not DC, I meant the state. The one that has Seattle in it. Anyways. So that can be a huge problem with crowdsourced data. And that's not really something we can replace. So I would say crowdsourced data can be useful, but it also has a lot of cons. So be careful. Alright, well that's all for my videos, so thank you for watching this to Mr. Paul, and I guess anybody else I decide to show this to, because it was fun. And I learned a lot about how horrible actually crowdsourcing data on the street is. So, have a fantastic day.